Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Murdoch DeFi YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be doing one of these like weekly updates. I try to put them out weekly where we talk about all of the projects that I'm currently invested in, things that are potentially on my radar, and just kind of give you the overall scoop and updates that have been taking place over the last week or so within all these projects that I'm personally invested in. And I like making these videos because I feel like they're pretty informative. I'm able to give kind of my opinion on things and kind of just bring you guys along through the journey of how I look at things and to just kind of decide on whether things are good investments or I'm ready to get out of things or anything like that, right? So that's what we're going to be doing today. You're also going to want to make sure to stick around to the end of the video. We're going to talk about two new projects that I jumped in recently that are kind of interesting. They both have pros and cons, and we'll get into those in that point in the video. Also, what I'm going to be doing from now on, every video that I put out, if you like the video and you leave a comment with your wallet address in this video that you're watching just now, what we're going to be doing is a $50 in BUSD giveaway to one lucky winner that, like I said, likes the video, comments, and subscribes. So if you want to enter into this week's giveaway, then make sure that you do those things. Those three things, right? Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, and leave a comment with your wallet address below. And in the next video that I post, what I'm going to do is I'll pick a random winner, and then I'll go ahead and send them the $50 in BUSD live here on the video. Well, the following video, right? So, obviously, if you want to take part in that, go ahead and do those three things. But other than that, let's go ahead and jump into the video, starting off with Stable Fund, of course. So some things have been going on, and I've had a ton of people DM me, asking me within my community, but a slew of DMs on Discord, Twitter, and Telegram, asking me what I'm doing with my Stable Fund account. And as you can see here, I haven't done anything yet. And the reason why I haven't done anything yet is because they haven't given us all the information to make an informed decision. Like, if I decide to roll over into V2, then I want to know like what that initial lockup period is like. I want to also know if I choose to get a refund here, if that disqualifies me or doesn't allow me to jump into the V2 version of Stablefund. Also, we don't know if our previous staked amounts are going to roll over into V2. So there's still a lot of information that needs to be given to us, or at least to me, that in order for me to make the best decision that I possibly can. As you can see here on the screen, in terms of a refund, if that's the route that I wanted to go, we're looking at 1,100, roughly 1,100 Matic. Not very much BNB. If you guys remember, I was primarily using the Matic and the BNB side. Just to accumulate gas. Well, really more so on the BNB side, the gas for the BUSD. But we got, almost 0.7 BNB coming back on the BNB side. And then over on the BUSD contract, we got about $18,000 that I could go ahead and get refunded. Now, I do know, because I've been watching the Stable Fund Telegram for, probably just like anybody else that's invested in it. But they have started to issue refunds out. I know that a lot of people are getting the Matic and the BNB back that they invested into Stable Fund. So that's good. It's pretty good to see that they are going ahead and moving forward with that stuff. However, there's one thing that they haven't addressed yet, and this is the issue with people that use Ledger wallets on their Stable Fund wallet. I don't really know or understand why they would be in any different situation, because to my knowledge, Ledger with using a Ledger wallet, you only need to, I use mine, right? You only need to approve a transaction for anything going out of the wallet. Like, you don't need to approve transactions coming into the wallet. So it's kind of interesting on why they're having an issue there. But they haven't really addressed it. And I think that they've just kind of said that, we'll update you. And we'll update you, and they never do. And then, if you look at their Telegram chat right now, there's tons of people in there asking about this issue specifically. Like, they're issuing out refunds, but people that have Ledger wallets are still having issues. So I'm not sure exactly what that entails. But also too, one thing to kind of talk about, that this V2 contract's only going to be 1% a day. And if you remember, I kind of called this in one of my last videos, one of the last videos like this before Stablefund actually shut down. And I said that they would probably do something similar to Horde and decrease the amount of daily rewards, which they have gone ahead and done so, pending the migration to the V2 contract. The trading is only going to be taking place 5 days a week. So assumedly you're looking at 5% a week, which is still great, right? That's still really, really good. And then also it's only going to be on MT4 platforms, which if you've used an MT4 platform, then you know that that's commonplace for people that trade Forex. You could trade other things on there as well, but that's a lot of people, or what a lot of people use to trade Forex. So I don't know if they're going to be pushing more strictly to the Forex side, but that's an incredibly volatile market as well. I'm not too versed in the Forex side of things, so I'm not going to speak directly on that, but it's important to know, coming up in the future, what they're going to be trading, so that way we can kind of gauge what the results will look like. That is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover on Stablefund. Like I said, I'm just waiting on more information. I know that we have 90 days to either participate in V2 or get this refund, but I want more information. And I actually just recently talked to Michael in DMs and was asking him, like, hey, like, when are you going to know this information? So hopefully they're going to be releasing it soon. He said he was meeting with the team over the weekend to kind of discuss how they're going to be moving forward into the V2 contract. So as soon as I know, then I will, of course, make a video and let everybody know. If you want more up-to-date stuff, then definitely check out the premium Discord link down below. Should be the first link in the description. Moving on to Horde. Not much has changed here. I did listen to a recent AMA where they talked a little bit about how they're going to be implementing the limit orders within their Soul Swap. So right now, as you can see, if you go in here and try to sell, this 20% sale tax is applied if the token is less than $100. If it's between $100 and $104, then that sales tax is 10%. And then if it's over $104, which I've maybe seen it once since they've initiated this, then the sale tax of the token is that 0%, which is cool. But the problem is that trying to time this, I was lucky enough to happen to be sitting here at my computer and caught it. And that's why I was able to sell some Horde tokens and take advantage of just that 10%, right? Because that 20% tax that's a lot, man. But when it comes to Horde, as you can see here, I still have not mutated any of my plots. So they're all still earning that 1% per day. On my very first plot, we got 77 days left. So still some time on that to continue to earn that 1% per day. And of course, I have this NFT scene attached to it as well, so I get a 5% boost. But like I said, I have not gone through and claimed any of this stuff because, for one, I don't want to drop my rewards down 50% because of this. This is kind of a snapshot, and I know that if you watch my kind of deep dive on Horde, then you saw these things that I'm looking at on a daily basis to kind of check the health of the protocol. And this is essentially the liquidity manager for Horde on the token. And I've seen a lot of people bring this up in their Discord actually, and the team seems not to worry too much about this. But if you have this liquidity manager where the funds in this balance are being used to keep the Horde price stable, and then you see this where the daily net, like today it's down $20,000 daily, like the net Yesterday, $63,000 got pulled out of the BUSD balance. Day before that, 40 grand. Day before that, 54,000. Like, these are, you can't sit here and tell me that this is not an important thing to look at when this is the thing that directly controls the price. Now, like I said, $1.4 million just a couple days ago. This was 1.6. And as you can see, it's been on a pretty downward trajectory. And yeah, that's one thing that's kind of scary to me. And like I said, I'm just kind of watching this and trying to figure out the best time to go ahead and mutate all of my plots, right? Because it could very well, like, things could happen rather quickly. And they have a lot of stuff that they're planning on doing too. So I'm just kind of hanging out and seeing how, the future progresses, how the protocol progresses. Like, there was talks in their most recent AMA about a new utility, a new way to generate revenue for the protocol. I know that they got their game launching. They did update some, they'd post on YouTube some cool videos of the game actually functioning, which is cool to see. It definitely looks a lot better than any other play to earn game that I've seen out there, especially in kind of like this DeFi, like degen space. So we'll see how that goes. But this is, like I said, you can't sit here and tell me that this is something that is healthy for the protocol. So this is just something that I'm watching on the day-to-day, and I highly recommend that you do if you are invested into Horde. All right, moving over to Optimus now. Here you can see that I pretty much am kind of where I was at in terms of my position back when we were talking about OPT2 on the channel here before they made the switch. So almost $20,000 in OPT3 sitting in my wallet, and I'm up quite a bit just by simply holding, which is awesome. As you can see here, the price is staying pretty freaking stable. Like, if this continues on for a long period of time, then this is definitely going to be something that pays out extremely well for a lot of people. I know that some people are concerned with the price action actually not moving up, and you can see, like, the transaction volume in the last 24 hours, $2.8 million. You would think that they would maybe let the bot, or kind of like pull back the bot a little bit and let it kind of do its job, not do its job, but let the price continue to appreciate. But I know that I watched DeFi Dude's most recent video, and essentially what he was saying, I might butcher this, but back when they had this big sell-off, when Stable Fund had their issue, they've been trying to accumulate that liquidity back before they have a potential swing to the upside. But all in all, things with OPT3 seem to be looking good. And can continue to hold and earn my 1% a day. I'm cool with it staying here. I'm cool with 1% a day, but upward price action would be great, right? I don't think anybody would argue that. The only issue that I kind of had was when they first released this contract. There was some things with the contract and them having like an anti-bot measure that I just kind of wish that they were a little bit more transparent about with the community and let people know beforehand. But here we are now, right? That's something kind of in the past, and not wanting to spend too much time there. But like I said, the price is holding, and I'm going to continue to hold provided the price stays the same or goes up, right? So that is my position in OPT3. And then next, moving over on to Drip, we're supposed to be seeing a launch of Animal Farm pretty soon here. I believe that it is tomorrow on the 2nd. But who knows, right? I feel like if Forex is not able to launch at the next date that he said that he was going to launch, then there's no way that he can not launch it, right? Like, that just seems crazy to me. And there's been a ton of videos made about the Animal Farm launch, and people being bullish on it, and him making changes to help drip. But it's just crazy to me how those things weren't implemented in the first place. Like I just don't understand how the contract, you tell people that the contract is going to launch in 3 minutes. This is not a test. And then all of a sudden, like, you have this great idea to then now incentivize drip pools more than you did when you were going to initially launch. It just seems kind of strange to me. And don't get me wrong, like, I like drip. Obviously, I'm invested I'm invested in drip. I'm invested in both drip and Animal Farm. But it doesn't necessarily make me bullish on Forex Shark. I think it's okay to like the protocol, and to, in the same sentence, not like some of the things that the team behind it is doing. And I think it's okay to say that, and yeah, I'm just calling it how it is. But as you can see here, the price has been fighting to hold this $5 point for some time now, and we will see how the Animal Farm launch impacts the overall price of drip. I know that Forex is saying that the way that they're going to be rolling out Animal Farm will put a bunch of buy pressure on the drip token, which I hope that's the case. As much as I might talk negatively about drip, I'm still invested at the end of the day, and I can still voice my opinions, right? And that's all I'm doing on this channel. And I think it's important not to just listen to people that are like, oh, well, the pigs token is going to be $500 and predicting it, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's sure, it could be in the future, but let's get to the farm actually launching first. That's just my opinion on it. Moving on to a couple of projects that I'm recently got into. WarFi. I know that a ton of people had talked about WarFi in the comment section of a bunch of videos. A lot of people were talking about it in the premium Discord. So I wanted to take a look at it myself. But essentially, I can show you the position that I hold. All I did was put a couple $100s in here. I bought a couple, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I bought 6 of the tier 1 tents, I believe they're called. Yeah, these tier 1 infantry tents. So essentially, you buy these for $100. You can buy with these kill tokens, which they also have kind of implemented some liquidity management here on the kill token. So it's staying within a range of about, I would say, at the lowest, let's see, right around $1 up to $1.10 or so. So that is the actual kill token, but you can come through and purchase these tents with BUSD or the kill token. So kind of cool there. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Horde. Essentially, you're going to buy one of these tents, and then you can go ahead and unlock your soldier. And depending on what soldier you get, there's a bunch of different rarities. There's different tiers of tents. I did get one of these gunners. I think it was a tier 3. I think. I don't exactly remember. But 1.4%, that's what that's earning. And then I believe these guys earn 1% per day. So what I'm doing with these guys, I'm just accumulating some of these rewards, and then so you can't just go in here and buy like a tier 3. They only release them every so often. And I haven't done a super deep dive. Like I said, I just kind of threw a little bit of money into it to see how it works. I do know also that they have their war bots that I would probably buy if I was not already running the same bots that they are going to be running with the Warbot. So essentially, they teamed up with Shiny Jackal bots or the Trading.me bots, which operate on a centralized exchange. They kind of use like a pseudo delta neutral strategy, and they open up long and short positions on a couple different tokens depending on on your budget. So I'm already using those bots with about $30,000 of capital on FTX. So the war bots don't necessarily make sense for me, but it is a cool concept for sure. But as you can see, if we look at my army, you can see I have pending rewards, 91 of these kill tokens, I have 87 in the balance. So what I'm going to be doing is just compounding and earning them, or just compounding and continuing to purchase more. And we'll see how it goes. That's how I initially started in Horde and was able to grow to such a large position relatively quick just by compounding and compounding. So that is probably the route that I'm going to take here. Since I've only put a couple $100s into here, I'm not really interested in taking profits at this time. But if there's anything that we've learned with Stable Fund and Wealth Mountain going down over the last week, the importance of taking profit is obviously very, very important. And only put in what you're willing to lose, because at a moment's notice they can come in here and change anything that they want, right? Just like Stable Fund did, just like Horde did. So just something to keep in mind. And then the last one here is Prosperity Gem mining. So I didn't make a video on what was it, crypto gem trading, which was like kind of like the V1 of Prosperity Gem mining. I did not make a video on it because as soon as I invested, they kind of switched over and made this decision to change up their business. So essentially what happened with crypto gem trading was they realized that they needed a bunch of licenses. They were trying to do it as an LLC, but they needed some licenses that they weren't going to be able to attain. So they made this shift over to Prosperity Gem mining. Manny, the owner of the protocol, has gone ahead and refunded almost everybody. I think that he's still working on the last couple of them, but he's refunded everybody. And I've made a decision to go ahead and jump into Prosperity Gem mining just because of the fact that he's gone ahead and refunded everyone. I have no idea if mining at a rate of up to 2% per day is sustainable at all. Initially, I want to say no, absolutely not. But I don't know if they're using Prosperity Gem mining as kind of a shell company to continue to do trading. That could very well be what's going on behind the scenes, but I don't know. However, if it's going to continue to pay, then I'm going to continue to put my money into it, right? But here it is. My deposit in here is $4,000. This is extremely, extremely risky. I highly recommend you not doing any of the stuff that I'm talking about on this video. Especially with protocols that are not proven to work, right? This is something that's brand new. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, but they are promising an up to, I know there was some confusion there. It's not a strict 2% a day. It's up to 2% per day. But as you can see here, my initial deposit is $4,000. I have about $138 available for claiming. I'm still waiting on my refund from Crypto Gem Trading. That'll be about $5,000. So I wanted to put that back into here. Once I get that refund, I'll probably double up and put it back in here just to see how it goes, because I'm an absolute degenerate and yeah, and I want to make up some of the potential gains that I missed out here over on Stable Fund. So probably shouldn't follow me into this, but if you want to go in and do your own research, I am going to leave my referral link down below in the description of this video. If you have a problem with that, then don't watch my videos. It's as simple as that. You know, I don't. This is not a sponsored content. I don't put these videos out to, like, the money that we make on ad spend from or sorry, not, I'm saying AdSense from these YouTube videos is nothing, right? It's maybe like $150, $200 a month. So if you want to help support the channel and use my referral link, that's cool. If not, just go to prosperitygemmining.com and get in yourself. You don't have to use my referral link. But if you do, I'm going to leave it down below in the description of today's video. And finally, the last thing I want to touch on is a project called Dauntless. If you watched my most recent video where we did an AMA, we are essentially teaming up, myself and Ludo, and the two devs, Alchemy and Sergey from Alchemy Trades, have kind of come together to create Dauntless. And essentially what this is getting access to the Alchemy Trades bots, but not having to worry about programming bots all yourself. So this is completely like a service that's done for you. It's essentially like algo trading bots as a service. So if you're interested in that, we have a couple of different tiers to pick from. This is a very limited offering. There's only 370 NFTs. You buy the NFT of the tier that you want, and then you earn a percentage of the profits that the bot generates. We're not committing to any kind of daily percentage or anything like that. This is completely not a Ponzi or anything like that. We're going to be very transparent with the trades that we are making after they've been made. And we kind of polled the Discord, which I'll leave the link to the Dauntless Discord in the description of this video as well. But we polled the community, and we got some pretty interesting numbers, right? So I think this is something that blew up kind of rapidly. We didn't really expect it to grow so quickly, which is great, right? So essentially, there are 5 tiers of NFTs that you can pick from. Tier 5 is $500 NFT. Tier 4 is $1,000. Tier 3 is 2.5K. Tier 2 is a $5,000 NFT. And then finally, the top tier, Tier 1, is $10,000 NFT. And we asked people to react with the number of tier that they hope to obtain, right? So we obviously have a little bit of an oversubscription here on the actual mint out. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how quickly these NFTs go. But if you want some more information, like I said, definitely join the Discord. Check out the white paper. It's going to give you the full breakdown. Also, you can listen to the last video here on the channel. It kind of, we go with you through the actual white paper. We answer a bunch of people's questions. So you can determine if it's something that interests you or not. But I think that covers everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. I know these videos can get long, but I like to kind of pack everything into one video because these videos take time to make, man. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you got any value in today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Remember, leave a comment with your MetaMask wallet address, and that will enter you into a drawing for $50 in BUSD. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.